Every day, students and staff come to school expecting their safety and well-being is their school's highest priority. You expect that, and so do we. Thankfully, that expectation is met almost every day, as schools continue to be one of the safest places within our communities. However, there are times when circumstances collide with that expectation. Times when an emergency occurs. For those times, our school has an emergency plan, a comprehensive plan that includes preparing our students and staff to quickly execute emergency protocols to help keep them safe. Undoubtedly, an emergency can be a stressful situation for anyone. That's why it is extremely important that we prepare students and staff for these situations by regularly conducting thoughtful drills throughout the school year. Let's take a few moments to go over the protocols so you can better understand what each means if one were to be used at a school. Lockdown. A lockdown is used in response to acts or perceived threats of violence inside the school. Upon a lockdown being called, students and staff quickly go to lockable locations. Once there, they stay alert and prepared to take other actions if needed, such as barricading a door. When a door is locked, it remains locked until opened by a school authority or law enforcement. Students who are outside the building do not re-enter the building. Instead, they go to a safe location away from school grounds. Hold and secure. Hold and secure is used in response to security threats or criminal activities that are outside the school, such as police activity in the neighborhood. All exterior doors are locked during a hold and secure to keep the problem out. Most often, students and staff will be able to safely continue activities inside the school. Nobody is permitted in or out of the building during a hold and secure. Shelter in place. Shelter in place applies to situations when it is safer to be inside the building than outside, and there is no threat of violence. Shelter in place is commonly used during extreme weather situations or environmental emergencies, among other nonviolent incidents. During a shelter in place, students and staff go to designated areas. The specific location varies depending on the emergency. Drop cover hold. Students and staff use drop cover hold to help protect themselves from injury when risks of structural damage are elevated. This could include emergencies such as earthquakes, tornadoes, or even high winds. It is often used in combination with shelter in place. Evacuation. While many people equate a school evacuation to a fire drill, an emergency evacuation can occur for many reasons. When a school initiates an emergency evacuation, all students and staff must immediately leave the building. Most often, this means going to a designated spot on the school grounds for a relatively short period. Yet on other occasions, it may require students to relocate to another place off campus. That is, an evacuation center. We frequently get asked the question of, where will my child's school evacuation center be? While we have determined a few potential evacuation center locations, only after we assess the impact of a particular emergency can we decide which site will be used. That's because we need to ensure it is safe for our students before going to the site. But unfortunately, that means we won't know the specific location until an emergency occurs. We do promise, if we need to evacuate the school to another location, we will notify you once we have decided upon the site. Should an emergency occur, we ask for your help by waiting for instructions on how and when to pick up your child before coming to the school or an evacuation site. We recognize you may be worried and anxious to see your child. However, your cooperation allows us to focus all our attention and energy on student needs and keeping them safe. And that's what matters most. We hope you found this summary helpful. We recognize there is nothing more important than the safety of the children entrusted to our care. We share that responsibility with you and the rest of our school community. Together, we can make a powerful difference in ensuring our school community is well prepared to face any emergency. Thank you for listening. Stay safe